It's 6:06.
Oh. What happened?
Sorry about that. When my phone rings, it drops me. Yeah. Okay. Shall we do it, guys?
Great.
Okay, let's do it. August 18th, 2016. This is Joe Justice at the WIKISPEED Linwood, Washington shop. We were just filmed by IIL, International, I know it's Learning. Not exactly right, but it's like, totally pro with them. Forward to sending that buddy and putting it on the WIKISPEED website when we have it. We also, let me show you the backlog. There's car one, as I walk by. Hi, car one. We're in. So we've moved all the shelves. A ton of people in here doing a ton of stuff. So car 8, car 7, car 4, Kyle's rocket. No, Kyle, you're good. And I'll show you the backlog. So here's what we did this week. I think we had record velocity in the shop. I think this is a total record. So this week starts 16. Measure all the shelf heights in the shop. Here's all the shelves and the shop floor plan. And we generated a shop floor plan in Excel. Then measure the entry shelves by the front door, the wood ones. Then measure, we got a sleeper couch and an ottoman upstairs. We measured that. Verify the caliper bolt threads so we could order more. Move the truck out of the way so we could load stuff. Vent sheet stock outside on the orange shelf. Store anything we're not currently using. We have some extra monitors and printers and stuff. We put them in our trailer outside. Engine module into car 8. So we loaded an engine module. That was epic. That ended up being a big deal. Then we loaded the engine module into car 1. So you may notice car 8 has an engine module in it now again. So does car 1. Then we gave a presentation at Northwest Tech Eastside, William and I. And John Shalvarez helped, and Kyle cheered us on. That was Tuesday. Then Wednesday, a 10-foot sheet of aluminum stashed outside. Sheet stock onto wood shelf, so we removed all the aluminum sheet and Nomex or honeycomb sheet, Nitacor. Then we junked the sheet stock rack that was broken and not working. William, thanks so much.
Wonderful for you guys. It was an epic week already. I mean, we're going to blow out the trends from the last 2 weeks, but Joe's going to continue. I will see you maybe later. We'll see. Obviously soon.
Then we did a dump and recycling run. Then we loaded more trash into the truck, put it into another dump run. Then we moved our largest shelf, and that was 2 people's of work with some power tools for a while. Then we're building a new fastener shelf, and that is what Kyle's working on. It has one of these little plastic bins for every size fastener we've ever used. So now we can have independent bins for every fastener. It's going to fill up this entire shelf to 8 feet. That's being built now. So we put it in place. Now that was a Kaizen to save time hunting for fasteners. thanks so much, everybody who's been a part of building that. We got the shelf from Uline, that worked out well. Tall shelf. Then that was Wednesday. William was interviewed. The crew told him where to sit, and they set up lighting for about an hour. And then once they had lighting right, they filmed him for 20 minutes interview. Then they set up lighting for another 30 minutes, and they interviewed me seated. Then they did a walking tour where I walked through the shop and told them what was there. Then we vacuumed car number 4, vacuumed the interior of car number 1. Then we marked where the shelves should go for the rear row shelves. Then Bella demoed business growth opportunities for Team WIKISPEED. And actually, there's more cards. These two were also done today. We moved the shelves line, wiped down car number 4's aero shell, reinstalled the steering wheel on car number 4, wiped down car number 1 aero shell, vacuumed car 7, put the aero shell on car 4 so it can be filmed and demoed. Then we demoed the portable build-a-thon drop kit. That's these two bins here. That's what we bring to companies when they're going to build a car, and then we bring a car. And that's the minimum set of tools to build a car. We explained that to the film crew. Then we demoed autonomous steering. Jackson Rudd did that. And demoed lane recognition. Jackson Rudd did that. Then we ground off 2 bolts sticking out of the floor. And then we marked the front row of shelving to make our warehouse. And that completes what we were able to get done today. Our running velocity in this shop last week was 34, this week was 32 points. We haven't totaled it today, but I think it's going to be a record week since the X Prize when we had, like 50 people full time. But we've learned a lot about how to get a lot more done in a short amount of time, and that's happened. Next sprint, the problem with such a spike in velocity is how do you keep it up, right? So we'll be trying to figure out how to get as much done next sprint. Hoping to have car number 8 driving on its own again soon. Same with car 4. Car 7 is cruising around. It's doing fine and has some autonomous capabilities. But upgrading those in the next week. I don't have any blocks. It's been a fantastic ride. Who would like to go next?
I can go.
This is Lauren.
Lauren, go. Lauren, go.
Robert?
Yes.
You want to go next?
Sure.
Okay.
Last week I worked on the Z-axis, but I will to attach. Yeah. Screen. Alright, I'll just roll this. Tested encoders for the servo, for one of the servo motors, so that the rest of the motors can be hooked up with servos after this one works, and it worked. So next week I'll be doing the rest. Also, the Z-axis final weld fit and finish was done last week, so that is ready to put a motor on it and get it moving. And I also set up a board on Trello and got that working for myself, and I think it's already been shown. And that is it for this week. Next week, I plan to get the green coders mounted with the adapters on the machine, and get the Z-axis moving on its own, and start the control board that goes underneath the machine, and that's it. No blocks.
How you can show more progress than that code in half. That's so epic.
I don't know.
I do. Have attempted to build any part of a CNC before. I think so. Fantastic. Who would like to go next?
This is Lauren. I can go next. I got the missing year. I pretty much figured out the missing year, I think, or the two missing years here. 2011, kind of got that last week. 2010, I got this week, and it's funny that you were talking about the X Prize because that was a busy year. And and then at the end of it, I looked at the balance sheet, and it looked like it was like not more than 2% off. I was kind of winging it because I'm using different things from some of the tabs don't work for me, so I was using the the JE was ESP, or I was using these yes, that was I like that to a good point. I get all the nasty cut and paste and manual things. So, that was this week, and coming week I'm gonna try to get it out and share it with people, and I'm looking for one person to do a kind of review.
If it's in the next week, I can be your person. Wait. If it's next Monday or Tuesday, I can be your person.
Yeah, okay, I'll see what I can do to get it out. I've got everything's going blocks. So that's what I'm looking to anyway, to finish it enough that people can review it, clean it up, and blocks would be. I was at one government hearing last week, and I'm maybe going to another one this week on environmental things happening. So that's a block, and so maybe put it off by a week or so, but. I'll see about getting it out there and finding somebody to review it. I think you're going to have to do anyway. Be good to get some to do the review. Okay, so that's it for me.
Dr. Wallace, I think that's you. Dr. Wallace? Are you? I know it looks like you had some connection issue. Are you still with us? We might have lost him for the moment. I hope he's able to reconnect. He was there the whole time until now. Well, folks, let's propose retrospective, and if we're able to reconnect with Dr. In all our shops. I don't have it to show. I have it on my home laptop, but I didn't connect it to the projector in the shop, or the screens in the shop wall. That was the kind. I am a sad Team WIKISPEED product owner. Was anyone else successful in the retrospective? None of us?
Kind of broke up. Could you say that again?
Our Kaizen from last sprint was to have Trello up in our shops, whether it was a printout or on our phone or anything. Does anyone have evidence of them getting that done?
Well, on my video, I had Trello. I set Trello
Yeah,
up.
I saw it. Rob, more about your wins in retrospective.
I completed it.
Hey, I'm having technical difficulties on my end, but so there's a Trello board. So yeah, I actually spent some time this week sending out emails to make sure everybody had access to all the Trello boards I know about. I have it on my phone, the app on my phone, and also on the laptop here. So that's actually mainly what I worked on this week. I was having technical difficulties, so I'm not sure. Are we done with stand-up portion yet, or can I give mine real quick, or take a stab at it?
Go for it.
Okay. All right. So last week sorry, I get my notes in a weird place here. I put a link to the Burleson Shops Trello board on the Burleson Shops webpage. And then, let's see. So I sent out an invite with the links to all of the Trello boards. I updated the wikispeed.org contact page to make sure all the latest shops that have pages have a link on the contact page back to their page. And I created a page for the Micro Factory project under the projects menu navigation item. And then I started working on, it's in the doing column right now. The formatting was pretty messed up. But Michael Lolchek had found a document that had quite a bit of specs for the Micro Factory. So I was going to put that on that newly created page. That's all I have in my Trello board in front of me. I think a little more than that happened. But for next week, I plan on picking up on the things that I did not hit this week, which is to complete the chassis build. This will be in the shop. It's to complete the chassis build and to create a template for the holes that need to be drilled in the side of the chassis, the clearance holes for the suspension. And then if he's available, I will pair with Lauren to install front accounting. If he's not available, I will document the process and install front accounting. So that will be done this week. And that's really all I had planned because knowing what my velocity capabilities are right now on the WIKISPEED side, if I commit to more than that, it's just not going to get done. And that wraps mine up. Thank you.
Congratulations and a half, Dr. Wallace. That sounds epic, and I bask in the awesome of your Trello connections that you sent to everybody. Thank you so much. Folks, that takes us to process improvement. We reviewed what we were able to do last sprint. Some of us got Trello up. I didn't, despite having the links and everything I needed. So what are proposed process improvements for this sprint?
I do not have one.
I'll say mine from last week. I said an amazing, simple and beautifully documented new member onboarding process. So my thought on that was to move the stuff that's being sent automatically with the email to a web page and just create a link. That way we have one location to update information, not spread out throughout different applications and plugins. And
fantastic. Any additional proposals? I'm in. Chris, let's pair together tomorrow, if you have time. Now, I know you've got several backlogs running. You have to prioritize between those, which that's like a chief product owner job. That's even harder. But anyone who would like to, I will make an hour time box available tomorrow to review the content that is sent out now to team members and make proposals on what would make it stronger, more effective, and less. So less information that's sent with greater impact. That sounds like the high value. And if people have a different vision, they can persuade. Is there anyone who would like to pair on that? If so, pick the time to tell me.
I'm not, but I like the whole thing.
I can
say, Rob?
I said I cannot pair, but I like the whole idea.
Okay.
Likewise, I'm a yay.
Okay, then what I'll propose is that I'll spend an hour on my onesies, but I won't go live with the changes I make. I'll send them to the team thread and say, here's the changes I made to what's automatically sent to new team members. Do people think this made it better? It's not quite as cool as pairing, but it's something I can do on my onesies tomorrow, and I can send it to the team. And then the team has an opportunity in their own time during the sprint to weigh in and make it better, and see if they want to replace what we have now with the update.
That sounds good. Hey, that said, Joe, if you could send an email when you're working on it, if I have an internet buffer available right then, I would love to pair up. But I won't know until you're ready to do it.
I hear you. Okay, I'll do that. I'll stay in touch. folks, we have a Kaizen that completes the mandatory ceremonies to run this little company for another week. Are there any open crosstalk items? Besides Chris, you're looking good. I can see your even from your face and chin that you're a slimmer, trimmer, stronger man.
Thanks, Joe. There's one thing, I don't have it in front of me, but I know it was in the block column of one of the Trello boards. Last week, I believe, or the week before, there was a couple blocks that had to be removed to get this done, but I'm trying to get a donate button on our YouTube channel. So I have all of the criteria available for that, except I believe linking a Google Merchant account. And it has several questions that I did not want to take the liberty to answer. So I will try to get a link to that exact form and send that to the team and CC you on it, Joe, because you probably actually have the most information about how to tie this merchant account together. I think the linking it to a bank account was the part that threw me a block. So
I'm happy to support that. In fact, if there's a link saying, "Hey, do this," I'll put it in my backlog to do it in the next sprint because that's such a good idea.
Okay, I should have copied a link to the actual form I ran into that I had problems with, but I failed to do that. So I will definitely tomorrow find that link again and share that.
Thank you much. Okay, I'll consider it in my backlog. Thank you, sir.
Cool.
Folks, my wife and I are at dinner. I've got to jump. Thank you, everybody. I think you're cool. I'm going to drop. You're all heroes. Bye for now.
See you. I have a question for anybody.
Hey, what's up, Lauren?
So the Trello things you showed us, Trello up in shop. Is this paper and a physical reflection or?
Oh no, electronic. So I think in the Linwood shop they have a big screen TV that they're trying to get it on.
Okay.
So that it'll be available electronically all the time, and either we'll be able to replace the whiteboard or be able to be synced with the whiteboard where it can be kept in both places.
Yeah.
In my case, I don't have a large TV in the shop, but I do have a computer, so I can keep it on the computer there. Also, I have it. Anybody that's in the shop can easily download the app, and I think that's where it's the most powerful. Is to, hey, you have your phone with you all the time. You're working on something. You update the ticket. The card right then, and then everyone else sees it immediately. Everyone in that shop and anyone else anywhere in the world that has access to that board.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into it. I just got your notices. I've gotten notices from you for a while, but I haven't gotten it from you. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I added you to that card so that I would remember that I needed to pair with you on it.
All right, Joe. I guess I'm going to go. It's like 9:30 here.
Yeah, I'm going to jump too. I need to eat dinner, so.
Yeah. All right, take it easy.
All right. It's great seeing you, Rob.
Yeah, you too, Chris. Lauren, see you.
Did you have anything else you needed to discuss? I guess not. All right.